All right, there we go. All right, welcome back everybody to Coffee and Art on a Wednesday, hump day. And we did one part already, kind of a coloring book hodgepodge. And now I'm working a little bit in the Fantasia book. That's what it looks like on the cover. I'm all zoomed in. We already did a wash with acrylic paints. I just use Americana craft paint, water them down, and have a wash on the background here. So that was at the end of the last video where we did that. And so now I picked out some color pencils. I'll tell you the colors that I picked that we're going to use. I'm trying to keep it with just a few colors. And if you have a hard time picking like cohesive colors or a few colors, 5 or 6 or so that you want to use, in this case I really only have 4 main colors. The Bahama blue background in the acrylic paint. And then I use the antique teal on the Mermaid. Couple of coats. Always let your coats of watered down paint, let it dry before you put the next coat on. Then I'm using coral blush for the shells, and then a little bit of yellow. It's either a yellow ochre or this is spicy mustard for the kelp, and then a dark brown kind of mixed in with the saddle brown, just a kind of a mid-tone, a little bit toward the dark brown wash on the rocky area that she's sitting on, kind of the background rocky area, and her hair is that same color as the kelp. We did this little demo of a glow there. I might paint over this for now because I'm not done with this. I just showed this as a little bit of a demo because I'm going to want more glow and more things on the background, but it's going to be hard to paint or pencil around this. So where's my paint? I'll just probably paint this out and redo this glow. Again, I just did this little glow in her hand. She's holding, I made her hold a pearl. I just wanted that for an example while we showed how to do a glow, but I'm going to redo it because I don't want to paint around it. So I'm going to keep her little pearl in her hand. Why not? Alrighty. You can still see a little bit of it there because I'm going over pencil, but I'm trying to not have to paint around or pencil around the glow for now. Okay, so all right, so we were asking some questions out of the chat pack. We've been doing that the last few shows. Everybody seems to be enjoying answering some odd, conversation starter questions. Take a drink of juice there. So let's ask another question, and then, first let me tell you the colors of pencil I'm going to use. So I'm going to be using pale vermilion, which is a kind of a coral color, darker coral. That's going to be my shade color. Then I've got peach, and I think this is called orange deco, but it's really a light peach. Either that or a light peach. This is called orange deco. It's kind of a little bit more corally color than peach. Then for the yellow ochre colors, I have sand, yellow ochre, and burnt ochre. So those are my colors for the yellows. And then for the greens, or her body, I have parrot green, true green, and light green, which is really like a mint green. That light green is mint color. So, and I'm going to go ahead and start by sharpening up my parrot green and start shading the mermaid. What do I do with my pencil sharpener? Oh, so if y'all have any questions, just put them in caps. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching the recording over there. And if you get a chance to come over to Ustream, come over and visit with the live chat with the girls. Once in a while a guy, but mostly girls. So, all right. So let's see. Let's ask another question. Okay, this is saying 5 things, but I'm going to say let's make it 2 things, just because otherwise I'm not going to catch everybody's comments. if you were making a list of 2 things, not people, and let's say not pets, not people or pets, what 2 things make you happiest in your life? Not people or pets. So don't say your kids, don't say your cat. No people or pets. Yeah, I have a few, Abby girl. Okay, so now let's see. This isn't going to be dark enough green for me. I almost probably want the peacock blue, I think. Let me see. I think that one's in here because I was using it. Do I have it in here? Maybe not. Maybe I put it away. I'm going to try a peacock blue. I think that might be. So I want a green blue, but I want it more, not too green. Cobalt turquoise, maybe. Let's see. Let's try cobalt turquoise. Because I don't want to get it too green. Okay. Stuffed monkey and plants. Color and reading. Roses when they're in flower. Internet and TV. Art and love. Diet Coke and sunshine. Coffee and colors. Crafts and internet. And a lot of people are saying books and reading. Sock monkeys and music. Money and art supplies. You know, let's narrow it down. Narrow it down. Don't just say craft supplies. 2 items. 2 items. It's like somebody said roses, so she narrowed down the flowers. What items? What things? Things. What 2 things would you want? The UPS. I said no people or pets. So don't say the UPS guy, Janet. Okay, so Shells, you said books and music. What 1 book and 1 music? Yeah, this is better. This is it's just on the verge of it. So this is cobalt turquoise. So I'm going to go with that. A House and Sunshine, Art and Books, Church and Ustream, Daiso sketchbooks and pencils. Sarah, oh my gosh, Sarah has a tower of Daiso sketchbooks. Just saying. She does. Chocolate and Ustream, my Kindle and my computer. I don't know. I'd have to think about it for a minute. Winning the jackpot. The question was 2 items. Items. Like if you had to go to a desert island. If you were stranded on a, let's put it that way. If you were stranded on a desert island, what 2 items? Of course, you know, then you'd have to say food and water. But if food and water were not an issue, and you were stranded on an island. And I'll probably put her glow back in here. Start with Posca Glow, because now I've got 4 layers of stuff going on here. When you said which one, book and music, yeah, your head exploded. All right, let me go also with the mint green. So I'm going to start with going back and forth between the mint green and this cobalt turquoise color. And you can always add paint in here too, more paint. Your bed in chocolate. Move the Library of Congress to, yeah. I know a lot of us are readers, and we would love our book, you know, all kinds of books. All right. Hang on, guys. I'm kind of getting a little bit of... Her tail's very lined, you know. Okay, so now I want to have some of the edges more minty. I might even go in there with some Posca to highlight it and then go over the Posca with the mint green to have the highlights. So I made her tail flip that way. Let's have it, maybe she has a couple of little fin things going there. Alright, let's see. I might also want some kind of a blue. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not worried about the background right now. And again, this is just continuing in this book. I'm not going to finish this page today. There's no way I'm going to finish it. I mean, I finished that chandelier in one page. But yeah, that was kind of pushing it there. And it wasn't a lot of detail. I mean, it had detail, but it was like... The page I'm talking about is this chandelier that I finished in this one. I finished it in one sitting. But you can see it's kind of, it's possible to finish that one. Hey, Samurai. Twizzler snakes. Is that what you'd take as a food? Alright, so I'm going to start by just kind of shading here, right over the tops of the scales. Is anybody watching that Cooper's Treasure? I forget what it's called. Cooper's Gold? Cooper's Treasure, I think. Where the guy knew the astronaut Cooper, who apparently could find in the 60s, he could find treasure ships from the space, not shuttle, but space capsule, when he went around the Earth 22 times. And when he went around the Earth, he like charted things. And this guy became friends with him. And now he's looking for those treasures from the map, the island, and Wi-Fi, and we can get everything delivered. There you go, Terry. So anyway, I think it's part 3 was on last night. And I still have about 30 minutes left to watch on it. So I haven't watched the whole show from last night. I didn't know if anybody... Yeah, it's only been on for a couple weeks, Vicky. I think last night was the 3rd week. It's really good. I mean, the idea of it. His chart, apparently, you know, the Atosha was found in the 80s. And I remember when that was found. The Atosha was found in the 80s. Well, these charts from space that left to him. Okay, I gotta, where's my, need my eraser. What? Were, left to him. The Atosha was noted on that chart. Is it Discovery, Nat Geo, one of those channels? History. It's on History Channel. And so apparently the Atosha, or a shipwreck, let's put it that way, a shipwreck was noted on Cooper's charts, and that was in the 60s. The Atosha wasn't found until the 80s. Yeah. I like all those treasure hunting, adventure kind of shows, archaeological shows, all that. Because y'all know, I told y'all I would have been an archaeologist. Yeah, it's called Cooper's Treasure, I think is the title of it. Alright, so I'm still just shading along here. And I'm not like concerned about any in particular scale right now. I'm just getting the shadow down. See. All right, let's keep shading here. So the last night, he went to Italy to find a manifest for the Pinta, Columbus ship. You know, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, the Pinta. A craftologist. All right, let me sharpen again. All right, now this down in here is going to have a shadow. Just kind of taking my time because I'm not finishing this today. So just kind of coloring and chatting. Tour the Titanic? I don't know about that. I guess if you could, take one of those rover, those ships down there, then I wouldn't do it. Not me. They did have a Titanic exhibit come through here in Atlanta a few years ago. It was a traveling exhibit. Hubster had a relative on the Titanic. And we saw his name on the manifest wall that they did. It was kind of a creepy exhibit. They actually had like a faux iceberg in there, and for you to touch, so you could feel how cold the water and the ice was. And it was really sad. I mean, let's face it, You don't even have a couch. I missed something there. I missed something on that one button. And I'm coloring and chatting and trying to do a whole bunch of things at once. So I do miss, I do miss some of the conversation. Let's just face it. You saw that exhibit? It was creepy. Wasn't it, Denise? It was. Some years ago. It was a traveling exhibit. Had all the names of everybody, and they had like a stateroom, and they had actual items from the Titanic as well, clothes, and I don't remember what all now, but so I'm going to start like a few little scales here now, kind of accent a few. You saw it in Seattle, Tammy? Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the Tut exhibit. That would be awesome. Love to go to MoMA and, some of those other museums in New York and the Washington, all the museums there and the historical. Right now I'm just kind of picking out some things. And apparently, where did I see it on? I don't know if it was like the History Channel or something, but apparently the King Tut, where they found King Tut, there's a wall in the back of that tomb They think that wall, behind that wall, Nefertiti might be buried. But they won't break down the wall because they don't want to destroy the mural that's on that back wall. And someone said, well, why don't you just drill a hole in that and look and see if anything's back there? Oh, well, we can't destroy that mural. Well, you could draw it. Let's face it, you could drill a hole. Come on now. You could drill a hole. And see if there's anything in there. I'll sharpen again. She's kind of an odd mermaid. It looks like she has some scales. She's got some almost snake-like characteristics here. It's kind of a little bit odd. I mean, it's okay. It's different, you know. But she does have some different skin. Patchy skin, snake skin, fish skin. Yeah, that would be a cool one to see, the King Tut. Time is this 12. Does anybody know if Joycey's streaming at 1? I'll go till 1. And again, I'm just kind of following the lines that are here. Yeah, yeah, it's an odd scaly kind of skin that she has. It's like variations. Yeah, some's patchy, some's maybe she has ick. Molting. Yeah, she's molting, Terry. What did Vicky say? FRA rash. Psoriasis. Mermaid psoriasis. Oh my gosh, you girls crack me up. I think it's time for another question. If we've gone to mermaid psoriasis, it's time for another question, isn't it? Let's see here. Okay. Oh, this is kind of a good one. If you had to spend a summer working at one of your country, like, you know, because a lot of the girls here are international. But if you had to work a summer in one of your country's national parks or like museum or, you know, historical settings or something like that, what would you pick? Like for me, I would probably pick MoMA. Yeah, Vicky, another question. So where would you want to work for a summer? If you could work at any park or historical, you know, monument or whatever. Sea mange. Dario, I like that. Sea mange. I said ick, but yeah, sea mange. Bless her heart. Some fish oil. She needs some fish oil. Oh my gosh, you girls. Okay, so where would y'all work? Okay, Denise said the Smithsonian. That's a good one. Yeah, the Smithsonian would be good. I'm with you on that one. Harry Potter in California or Florida. That was Tammy. In the V7A museum. Oh, okay. That's something in UK. I'm sorry, Dot. The V&A museum. Okay, what is that in the UK? Dot. What is the V&A? Because see here, VA is veterans. So, Julie Topaz. She worked at the Mesa Verde for 5 summers and loved it. Well, then you probably need to pick a new place. Oh, and Dragon Slayer Sarah, there's a row of windmills along a river. I'm guessing that's in Netherlands. Gettysburg is where adult Laura would. You said MoMA too, okay. Grand Teton for Whippy. And it's going fast, guys. Oh, the Victorian Albert Museum. Okay, that's what V&A is. Okay, I should have picked up on that. Okay, yeah, Victorian Albert Museum. Shell said Columbia Ice Field at the glacier, the glacier discovered. Yeah, thanks, Dot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now that you say it, it's like, duh. Yeah. Sherry, Neon Graveyard. Have no clue what that is, Sherry. Is that in Vegas? Is that on the Vegas Strip? I don't know what the Neon Graveyard is, Sherry. Kmore somewhere in Alaska. Oh, there's plenty of places in Alaska. We lived there for 3 years, Kmore. Yeah. Portage Glacier, the gold, go gold mining. There's all kinds of things. Mountain Dreamer, Yellowstone or Zion. Sarah Barnes and Noble. Sarah. The Mob Museum, Sherry. Oh my gosh. A Blick store or Barnes and Noble. Good one, Sarah. The set of the Tammy, that's right down the street from me. The Walking Dead, where they film. Some of it on those abandoned highways are like literally 2 miles from my house. Tammy. They filmed some of that 2 miles, and then the rest is down in Sonoa in that area, which is probably about 30 minutes from me. Gene Wertz will work at Flamingo Park. You mean Eileen? We've been down to Sonoa, been to the little restaurants and the stores down there. Now this was before Daryl opened up his restaurant. He's got a restaurant down there now. Tammy. Tammy's got a man crush on some of those Walking Dead guys. Not the Walking Dead ones. The living ones. I'm hoping anyway. Galloway in Ireland. Plenty of archaeology. See, I would love to go on an archaeological dig. And there are places in Georgia that do that. You can go on digs. Oh, I have, Bunny. I have done that. But yeah, archaeological dig, where you actually got to dig. Actually got to do something. Yeah, I knew you meant Eileen, Prisma. No Walker crush. Eileen wants to work at the Flamingo Hotel. Poor Eileen. Y'all don't be picking on my Eileen. I mean, even though I just sent her up post-it notes of, she got them too. She said they're going to be great on all those illegally parked cars in her area. Post-it note flamingos. No, it's not the same. I think Sean Connery actually lives in the Bahamas now, or has for years. I think he lives in the Bahamas. When we were there, we drove by where it's not really a mansion, because they don't really have mansion. Well, they may. He had like a spread in Bahamas. Yeah, Eileen said that before, a photo safari in Africa. Yes, I'd love Mesa Verde and the Anasazi, am I saying that right? The Anasazi ruins. But you know what? The thing is, Julie Topaz, the heat. Do you go in the winter? Is it, well, it's probably cold too. Probably gets really cold there in the winter. But you'd have to, I don't know. I'm such a wimp. I mean, I want to be an archaeologist, but I don't want to go in the jungles, and I don't want to say I don't want to sweat, but oh, the lighthouse. Yeah, and the Sea Lion Reserve in South America. That would be good, Magda. Some good choices, guys. I hope if y'all are creative people, and I know you are, I'm being facetious. If you're creative and idea oriented, y'all will write some of these things down and use them for creative ideas. If you're cooking dinner, said chopping veggies. Oh, no, you gotta chat, Dragon Slayer Sarah. It's not that bad in the high desert. Okay. I mean, I've been to like, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, the Grand Canyon, Utah, all that, but not like out in the elements. You know what I mean? Touristing those areas and working in those areas are two different things, right? And I'm not much on flying since 9/11. I have flown a few times, but I don't like to fly. Now, road trip, I'll take a road trip any day. Get Hubster in the car and drive me to Texas. I'm there. Don't like to fly, even though it's only like a couple-hour flight. I don't like to fly anymore. Well, I never loved it. Sarah says she used to want to be a photographer for National Geographic, but the idea of bugs burrowing under your skin freaked you out. Oh. We drove from San Antonio to Alaska when we moved there. We took a 2-week trip to do it, like a vacation and a move. So, and I've been to Yellowstone like when I was young with my parents, and then we went to Yellowstone when we drove up there to Alaska. I'm just kind of finding all the areas that I want to just add the extra shading. K Moore, if you're coming to Texas, where are you in Texas, K Moore? See, I have to go see CB because my family lives in San Antonio, so I'd have to. I would love to be able to go to San Antonio during San Japan convention in Labor Day. I think they had it last year. I'm guessing they're having it this year. I haven't really researched it because it's still a ways away. But I would love to go to that in Labor Day weekend. But I'll drive. It's an anime convention. Okay, I gotta sharpen my pencil again and do a little bit more on her tail. I'm just more chatting and just kind of, outlining scales here, just because that's what I feel like doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hubster and I get along great. I mean, we've road tripped tons of stuff. I mean, look at Jen and Squiz. Oh my gosh, from Australia, and she posted. Let me see. Let me find y'all that. Let me see if I put it up on the iPad. Be better, probably, because you can see it. So Jen and Squiz came from Australia, took a 2-month tour. They go back, I think, the 5th. They go back to Australia the 5th. Let me see if I can find it. I think she posted it on Twitter, too. It would be the easiest place for me to find it, because I can just go to find Jen. And Ghost Town digs. Oh, my gosh. Hutton. Well, I've talked about him before in the archaeological stuff. He's got all kinds of books out in Ghost Town. I'd love to go dig a ghost town. Animated. I got the manga monster coloring book. I have a couple of manga coloring books. I don't know if I have the manga monster one button. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find. Let's see if I can find Jen real quick. I think she posted it on Twitter. They leave tomorrow night, get back in Oz on their Sunday. Okay. Let's see. Media. Did she post it? Trying to remember where I saw her post the map. Come on, load up, Twitter. I haven't brought Twitter up on the iPad in a while, so it's like, wait a minute, we're 3 days behind. Do you want to see 3 days ago? Not really. Maybe I'll just bring it up on my phone. It'll be quicker. comes up, I'll go there. Where's my phone? Here. Twitter's thinking about it. Ah, here we go. It's coming up. Maybe she didn't post it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Maybe, I don't know if Jean's here. Maybe it's on Facebook. It's not under her media. Let me see. I'm looking here, guys. Hang on. I'm trying to find Jen's map. Okay, I think I find it quicker on my... Let me find it quicker on my phone. For some reason, I thought I saw it on Twitter, but maybe it was... Could have been Instagram, could have been Facebook. Ah, here we go. All right, so here's her trip. Ah! Come back. All right, so here's the map of the United States. And they started in San Francisco. They went all, and I don't remember every city that she stopped at. Yeah, I found it, Eileen. I don't remember every city she stopped at, in whose house. She stopped at mine. She stopped at Janet's. She stopped at Vicky BR in Louisiana. She stopped at Eileen's in Florida. She went to Barb's in Missouri, but I'm kind of all over the place. So she went all the way across. See that brown line? See, again, if it was on my iPad, you'd see it better. All the way across here. Then she went over here to Oklahoma. Then down past Dallas. She met some people in that area. Down to San Antonio. Met CB. Then over to Louisiana. Back up to Tennessee. I think she has family there. Then she went down over here to the coast. Went all the way down Florida to meet Eileen. She went down to Boca Raton, then came back up to my house in Atlanta. Then they went over here like toward Virginia, and there were other stops along the way. I'm not remembering all of them. And then she kind of went around here. They went to Washington or New York. They went to New York. They went across to Niagara Falls. I don't remember who all she stopped and saw all along here. But they also met Paula and Carrie in Canada. Then they went back up through, like up to the Montana, and then, all through Washington and Oregon and down to California, and took the coastline all the way to California, back to San Francisco. They did all that in 2 months. All that in 2 months. And she brought everybody Vegemite along the way. Which were all sent to Janet. Not everybody. Some people ate it. And she brought sweets from Oz for everybody. Tim Tams and I don't know what all. Different ones. I don't remember the names now, but but what an awesome trip that they did. And they did it all in a rental car. They traveled by car the whole way. Bye, Natalie. Okay, so I think I got all the scales kind of mapped out. Now what I'm going to do is do I want the lighter? Let me test this green. Let me test the the parrot green. Well, it's a little iffy. Do I want the parrot green? Maybe. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with the parrot green to blend, because it'll still be a little on the turquoise side, which is what I want. So now I'm just going to kind of find some of the areas I want to blend. Then I'm going to go in with the mint green, and then I might go in with white Posca. And then mint it out. If y'all get what I mean, like go back over it. And maybe over some of these scales too. We'll see. I'm doing more talking than thinking about what I'm doing here. Look for a good machine that will cut whatever design. The only one that I have the Cameo Silhouette. I love it. And just from what I've heard other people say about their machines, that's still the one I would own if I had to pick one. Now, do I use it as much as I should? No. That's because we're doing so many other things. But I love my Cameo Silhouette, or my Silhouette Cameo. Jean has it. I'm trying to think of who else has it. I think Eileen has it. Now, does Eileen use it? She probably uses hers less than I do. So I'm just going over the cobalt turquoise with the parrot green and doing some blending. I hope y'all can see that. But I want to leave a shine. I want to leave her, and I'm also going to put some, I'm going to put some white Posca to even make some more areas pop. Oh, she also went to Xandra's. Jen did. She went to Xandra's and got to meet Dar and Xandra, and I'm trying to think of who else. It looks good sitting on a shelf. Yeah. Eileen. See, this has a little dent right there in her scales. It's just kind of, she's kind of an odd-shaped mermaid. Her scales are kind of just weird. Dorothy, you have the Cameo. Do you like your Cameo? Have you compared it with other cutting machines? And I'm just softly blending. I'm going to turn it sideways here. It's so easy. To me, it's really easy to use. As long as you remember to put the mat in. I did that one time. We're filming, or we were videoing. And my paper would not lock in. I could not get that paper to, like, catch in the machine. I don't know what's wrong, guys. And Carrie goes, Dee Dee, isn't that paper supposed to be on a mat? I forgot the mat. You have compared it with the results from friends, and I think the Cameo cuts better, Dot said. And I was more up on comparisons back, a few years ago when I was using it more. I'm going to bring a little bit of this up into her skin. I'm going to bring a little bit of the green up into her skin because she is actually this color in her scales. Let's see. Maybe her belly button's that color too. Something like that. I don't know. I've never used the Brother Scan and Cut. Yeah, you all have to go research that with people that know more about them, guys. Never even touched one of those. But I've looked at them. I mean, I've looked at the people talking about them. But I can't give you a recommendation, especially on something so expensive. You're going to have to go do your own research on those babies. Just kind of doing some soft blending here and there. All right, let's see. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and sip of drink. Where's my Posca? Let me get a different one because that one's kind of was a little. Temperamental. Let me get another one out here, out of my cool pencil holder. Do I have one open? I thought I had another one open. Let's see. Maybe I don't have another one open. Maybe I need to open another one. Hang on, guys. Let me bust open a new Posca. Because that one was kind of starting to be a little temperamental because I've used it so much. Okay. Shake one up here. So you can see we're adding quite a bit of depth with just that green and, you know, those shades of, and I haven't even done the mint yet, which is what I'm going to put on top of the Posca. So let me get this baby going. There we go. Open a new Posca. Okay. So now I'm going to highlight some of the scales, like going down the middle. Like the lightest ones. We can always go back and add more if these aren't going to be enough. Whoops. If these are not going to be enough highlighted scales after the fact, we can go back and highlight more of them. But I'm trying to kind of go like right down the middle where the light would hit the brightest ones. You know? That's where I'm working. If someone's tweeting me, guys, I don't really, unless someone specifically says here in chat to go look at Twitter for something, I don't answer Twitter while I'm streaming. But, you know, you can hear it on my iPad. To make what, Deb Colors? The question was, to make what? I don't know. I don't know. I missed something there. And hi, by the way. I don't know what that question was about. Now, I also want some white light coming down here. So I'm just going to add a little bit there and kind of glow it out a little with my finger. Just kind of push a line through there. Where the bright light would hit. Teresa, they did a promotion. Okay, I guess Dot's talking to somebody else. I don't know. Alright, and I'm going to kind of just tap that in so it's not just like a white line. I'm trying to get the brightest scales here in the brightest area. And see, like these, I'm only doing half the scale. You can always kind of feather it out with your finger. Or you can always go back and blend in with pencil, which we're going to do that too. Yeah, I totally missed that question, Deb. Oh, you didn't know what a cameo machine was. Ah, okay. What? Good one, Deb. Yeah, it's a cutting machine. I've used it. I have a few videos on it. Usually those are when I do the face-to-face videos. I don't do very many face-to-face videos because I have a hard enough time just zooming in on this. And I don't have multiple cameras. Well, I mean, I've got multiple cameras, but I don't have it all set up with OBS. I mean, I have OBS, but I don't have it all set up to do all that stuff. So it's usually either one or the other. We're either doing a face-to-face or we're doing a, you know, desk shot. So when I said that to say that when I use the Cameo is when we usually do face-to-face because then I'm showing the Cameo machine at the same time. Or if I have a guest, like when Jen was here, we did face-to-face. But, you know, people are here to see us do projects, not just look at me talking at them. Now, if I had multiple cameras, you know, did that, it's different. You know, like Barb does. She does both. She can do the face-to-face and the desk. But, so I'm going to kind of keep working, going up this way. Just kind of taking my time and kind of Posca, it's a mermaid underwater cover-up for psoriasis. Yeah. She does have some odd scales, that's for sure. I mean, they're, kind of a combination of dragon scales, fish scales, snake. It's a little bit of everything. But that's kind of cool. It's different. It's a different kind of mermaid than just all one kind of scale. So, has anyone used the Costco baby wipes? Not me, Orla. I only use Huggies, unscented, natural. And if you ever do buy the Huggies, which those are my favorite, never buy the kind that have like aloe or soap in them, because then they're squishy, full of soap. The only baby wipes I use are the Huggy Natural. And I just buy the refill packs and put them in the box. Although there was one or two times where the boxes were cheaper than the refills to put in the box. But I think that might have been a fluke. I don't know. I just buy the plastic packs and then take them out of the plastic pack and put them back in a box. Do you have an unsightly sea maid? Yeah, covered up with a Posca. Now remember, I'm going to go back over this with the mint green. Hopefully the mint green. We'll see what that looks like. And we might just have a little shine off of a couple here. As it turns the corner here. This will be the shiny part. Oops. Yes, I just followed her, Deb, like last week. Somebody mentioned her. I went and found her. But I think I've only watched one or two of her videos because I'm just kind of behind on videos. I have to catch up on Janet next. And because I want to do the magicals. And Jean, she's been cleaning, so I don't have anything to fall asleep to. She's been cleaning and not doing her weekly shows. And Jean's probably asleep right now. She sleeps during my show, and I fall asleep watching her show. Eventually, we both eventually watch each other's shows through. Okay, and let's just pick out a few up here too. Little scales, and then maybe some little scales, like right where her body changes from scales to flesh. Okay. Yeah, well, here's the thing, guys. I'm only talking about in art. I'm not talking about what's best for your baby. I don't know what kind of the best baby wipes these days are. Have no clue, okay? I'm talking about for blending in paint in my art. Yeah, see, I've only watched her, I think, one video, so I don't really know her story or her history. And same thing for Erin. I just started watching Erin. She did a room tour. If y'all want to see Erin do a room, she has a 2-part. I've got like 10 minutes in on one or something. That's all. So yeah, there's a few people that I want to watch more, but only so many hours in the day. Okay, let's see how that's kind of coming around. Maybe just a few more little highlighted areas just a little. I want it to just have an abrupt end. Something like that. Kind of liking. Alright. Now let's go up here. Now I don't want to set my arm in this because this may not be completely dry, so be careful that I'm going to kind of come right up here where my hand's not resting in the scales here. Alright, so now, well, I can just turn the page. I want some highlights. Let's get it going there. I want some highlights on the tail. And I'm trying to watch Laura and Jen, and there's a whole bunch I'm trying to, and I lost a little pearl there. Put another, let's make it bigger. Let's put a big pearl in her hand. Like that. And then let me put a few more. This is her tail right here. And then I want to put some glow. See, the glow is not going to show up very well on this light blue. That's the only thing. Put some Posca. Well, I'm not done with the background, so I don't really want to do that yet. Okay, let's go back up here. So many news that persist. I know, they are. There's awesome new people. Awesome new people. Get that going there. Especially color bookers. Lots of good color bookers. And if you like to do color alongs, I don't do any color alongs, and I don't have a Facebook site for I guess I call them fan pages. I don't have a Facebook fan page where you can go and follow and do, where I have challenges and stuff. But Laura and Jen, there's quite a few people that do those color alongs. So if you like to do color alongs where everybody's coloring based on, like Laura's is Star Wars right now, because tomorrow's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And so she's doing a Star Wars color along theme. Can you get the same effect with a little... Yes, you can do this. This is acrylic paint and a pen. Yeah, you can do the same thing. Of course, it's easier to do with a pen than a brush, So, yeah, you can. You can also do the Sharpie poster paint ones. I like the Poscas, but I'm not sure how much difference there is. I've not done a good enough comparison yet. But look, here's the two. Look. There's the two. There's the Sharpie and there's the Posca. This is the Sharpie, the water-based. But it's not the smelly oil-based one. Bye, Dragon. Good to see you. You're welcome. So, yeah. The lids are different. The caps are different. Like, here's the Sharpie caps, all like a plastic with the, this one, the Poscat's a little nicer cap. It has a uni on there, Uniball. And these are made in Japan, although these are probably made there too. I don't know. Alright, so now I'm going to sharpen up my mint green. Well, it's really called light green, but it's like mint green. And let's make sure that's all dry, because what I'm going to do is I'm going right over the white Posca. And what this does... Did I get mail? Oh my God, happy mail. Okay. Dang, it's a big old thing.
How large?
Big O from Sonia. It's a huge, look how big this is. Well, you can't see it there. We'll open it up in a minute. Guys. I'm not sure, Sonia. I'm not sure who that is. I'll have to look. Maybe if it's not from Amazon, I don't think. It's hard to do a color along. I don't have time to do one. That's the thing. But, here's the thing what I like about color alongs. If you're not streaming, you don't have a Facebook fan page, you're just but you want to interact with other people, and you're not real active in some other social way, a color along is a great way to get feedback and interact and all that, you know? Yeah, I know. He's over there coughing. I know. So again, see how I'm just going right over the top of the Posca? Let me see if you can see here. Let me do some right here, and then I'll show you the difference. So it's a great way to get to know people. And Laura's is a really nice, I mean, I follow her group just because I want to help support her group, but I'm not like in it. Like, I don't, I might comment or something every well now, but I'm not like, I don't do the color alongs or anything. But I want to support her. But the thing about those kind of things are, and it's the same thing with swaps. Like Janet just did the well, she actually did 2 ATC swaps back to back. Doing those kind of things, if you're not in any kind of group where you're interacting with other artists or colorists, it's a great way to, be involved with people. So you're not just sitting at home coloring just for yourself. Nothing wrong with that. And if if you enjoy just being by yourself and coloring and watching from the sidelines and not interacting, nothing wrong with that. But, if you want to start being involved and interacting with people and things like that, those are the best ways to do it. Is to be involved in something like a color along. Yeah, Laura's is awesome. But, here's the thing. Now, Laura will be probably the first to say, they're time consuming. So if you are in Laura's color along or anybody's color along, okay, I got to erase some of that. I got too carried away. Be advised, they're time consuming. So appreciate those people. I used to say, appreciate your streamers or your videographers or your vloggers or whatever, because it is time consuming, guys. And, all y'all see is our few hours, like I'll stream, I usually stream at least 10 hours a week. But you don't see, the hour before to set up, the hour after to clean up, or any catch-up projects in between. And I'm just talking about the streamers. So, if you're doing, challenges or color lawns, or like Janet just did her ATC swaps, those are very time-consuming. So appreciate your free classes, if you will, and swaps. Okay, so here we go. So here is where I stop. You can see the blend right up to there, and here's no blend. So I don't know if it's showing up very well, but here's where I've gone over it with the mint green, and so you can see where I haven't blended down here yet. So by going over the white Posca, it just makes it more bright. It's just brighter than you can get with just a pencil. So, and Laura's also on YouTube, so y'all follow her over there. It's Anxiety Art Adventures. She does color books, and she's a pencil enabler. Let's just face it. Let's just call it what it is. Pencil enabler. All right, I want to keep blending the rest of her tail real quick, then we'll open up the Happy Mail. I'm not sure Sonia, what it is. I'm trying to think of who Sonia goes by. Because, a lot of people have different names. I don't think it's Ranja. I'm not sure. Maybe if it'll have a card inside saying who it is. See? Look how good that looks. I know. Doesn't that look good? Look, here's the before and here's the after. Right? So let me go back up here on her body. Whoops. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Kenny sent me this book. It's the Fantasia. I'm going to the white, that little dots I did here, I'm just going over them. They're still bright and vibrant, but they're not pure white. That's why I love combining, you know, acrylic paint or Posca paint, you know, any kind of thing like that. Markers. You just have to be aware of what can be done on a color book page. I've got to sharpen. Thanks, Deb Colors. Oops, that broke. And I'm not saying that for compliments. I'm just saying, you know, and not even for me so much. I mean, I've been doing this 7 years. But, you know, especially the new people, you know, who are just starting out. When I say starting out, I mean like in the last 6 months or something like that. Okay. So here's where I did not put any Posca, but it's still mint green showing up on the paint, but it's not as bright as the Posca. I'll have to go fix Hubster. Well, he's probably already had some soup. It's almost 1. Yeah, and I understand a lot of people, you know, it's stream, use stream, any stream. You know, a lot of it has to do with your device, what device you're on, what not server, what browser you're on. I mean, you know, there's, and trust me, it is not anywhere near as Pt2 as it used to be. Oh my gosh, there were times when you don't even know. It took real dedication to stream 7 years ago. You had to really want to stream. Alright, so I'm going to put some of these lines, or that kind of different kind of scale things going on there. But it's such a great community. I mean, everybody that's in our community, and I say ours, but I mean everybody that's streamed in the last 7 years. All of us, you know. And people come and go. I mean, we've even had a few people actually die, you know, pass away in our group. Not trying to scare you off or nothing. I know, Vicky, back in the day. And it's funny because Vicky BR and Julie Topaz were the first two people I ever met at Blade Artistic Bikers stream 7 years ago. And within about a month of meeting them, I found Paula, because through the people at Blades, they all knew Paula and Blade both. Well, you know, when I first started out, that's who I started out watching, was Blade Artistic Biker. And Julie Topaz and Vicky BR were the first two people I met 7 years ago. And then went to Paula's and met Paula and Carrie and a few others, but those are the ones that I really remember at the, you know, meeting them. Hey, Deb Boring, Deb, I'm still alive. Yes, Deb, I see you. I see you. So let me finish going over this right here, then we'll open the package. Then I guess I'll go and take care of Hubster. I think he just has a bad cold. And, but, you know, sadly it started on his 2 PTO days that he was taken off to do the gardening. So, okay. So I'm liking that. Now again, you could go back even more and even pick out a few extra bright ones if you wanted, you know. I mean, you can do more layers. But I wanted to have the shimmer, and granted, she is kind of an odd mermaid with the kind of a weird, you know, multiple kinds of scales and skin, right? But I wanted her to have a shine to her, a shimmer to her. Oh, I got to do her tail. Let me do that real quick. Then we'll back out and we'll open the package. All right, so, and anyway, what I was going to say is everybody is so supportive, and so everybody wants to help each other. They want to, promote each other, and that's what we do. We all kind of do that. So here we go. See the difference between the white and the blue? So I'm just going back over the Posca with a, I think it's called light green, but it's a mint green. So there. Okay, so let me back out now. Let me put my little chat packs away. These are fun. I hope y'all are enjoying them. I enjoy reading these little chat packs. It's a little pack of all these little cards. Is there a date on it? I don't even think it does. But I got it at Barnes & Noble. And it's been years. Oh, let's see. Here's the little instructions if you do a game, I think. Let's see if it has anything on there. Oh, this was just the wraparound. This was just the paper that kind of wrapped around the box. So that's not very helpful. But anyway, it's fun. All right, let's back out. All right, let's see about a little bit of brightness here since don't want to brighten it up that much. That's pretty good because we're just going to open up some mail now. Okay, so there's what we got so far in just a couple hours. We started part 1 of this is in the video that will be called probably Magicals and Coloring Hodgepodge. And because we did the wash at the acrylic wash in the end of that part, then we just did this as coloring, the pencil bit. And again, all we've done so far as pencil shading is just her scales, her tail. That's all we've done. We haven't done anything in the background, the coral, the rocks. We haven't done any shading or anything. Okay, so let's see what this is. It looks like it's from Canada. So who sent it is from Canada. Sonia. It says Sonia, but I'm not sure who Sonia is. I mean, what her real name is. I mean, her on-screen name. Sonia, are you here? Do I know you? Okay, let's open this big Mama Jamba. I'll show you how big it is. Let me turn it over. So, look, it's a huge mailer. Feels like a book in there, though. All right, let's see. Oh, it's a calendar. Okay, who said they were going to send me a calendar? Somebody said they were going to send me a calendar. Here's a letter in here. Ooh, look, guys. Collage fodder. Okay, oh, look how pretty this handwriting is. Janet, you got some competition in the handwriting department. Look at this handwriting. Okay, let's see. Okay, I sent her an art card. I just received your art card this morning. This was in April. I was so excited when I saw your name on the envelope. It was a little bit afraid to seem too insistent with the emails. So anyway, somehow we exchanged addresses. I don't want you to think I'm a freak person. Oh my gosh. I'm a fan of your work, for real. I wanted to send you this calendar. Do what you want with it. I'm kind of skimming over, guys. It's really, truly my pleasure to give it to you. You'll see some old writing on the date pages. Nothing personal, so I don't mind if you read it. So in other words, she used the calendar. So it's got like writing, you know, birthdays or whatever on it. Of course, I'm not going to use that part. I use the calendar. I mean the picture part. But if you read it, it's not that interesting, so just laugh. It's just some appointments and stuff. Watching you makes me practice your ears to English. Reading chat, so she must be French Canadian. She sure writes pretty, and her reading and writing in English, and I love learning new words in English. Plus, you help so many people with their arts by sharing your talent and tips. You're a generous person and a beautiful human. Thank you so much for the card, and letting the fibs enter your world of creativity and imagination, and for sharing parts of your life story. She has a little thing here. Be happy. I wish the best for you. From a fib who lives in, not have to pronounce it, and she's told in Quebec, where she lives in Quebec. Oh, it's Annie. Is this Annie Bit Girl? Is this Abby Girl? Abby Girl. Okay, because now I see her name. And so now I recognize the Abby Girl. Oh, Abby, thank you. Just to know, she talks about this area in Quebec is a region where she talks about where it is, about 8 hours from Montreal on car or rail. It's a First Nation place. Allegonia. Is that how you say it? Allegonia? Allegoin? And it means to be profound or at the deep lake. I like to learn some things like that about a country or region, so I just put it here for the fun. And I must admit, I'm proud of my region. Well, you should be. Oh, Abby. See, I didn't know it was Sonia. I just know her as Abby Girl. Okay. Bless you, Dede, Abby Girl, Sonia. I'm sorry for the English mistakes. Hope that it's understandable easily and can read it on chat. I don't mind, but it may not be interesting. Well, it is interesting. So thank you so much. And thanks for being here. Oh, Abby, that's so sweet. And look at her handwriting. Look how neat that is. Clutch your pearls, Janet. Nobody writes neater than Janet. But I'll tell you, Abby Girl, that's some good writing right there. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Okay, let's show the pictures. Now, I'm not going to show any writing. So let me just show the pictures that she has here. Let me turn on maybe that light. There we go. Give it a little moon glow. With my see, Hubster got me these little battery-operated lights. Look. So, yeah. We'll give it a little moon glow. How fun are these? These are going to be awesome in collage, Abby. We'll use them in the next collage. Algonquin. Yeah, I know that. You know, Jean, I knew that. I don't know why I didn't say it right, but Algonquin. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Abby. Aren't these awesome, guys? These are going to make some awesome art journaling pages. Look at that one, guys. I want to get out the paint right now. Aren't these awesome? Yeah, I know, Jean. When you don't say something for a long time, Jean, you know, you don't, or read it. If you don't read it for a long time, you know, then you think, I forgot how to say that. I did. Completely forgot how to say it. Aren't these stunning, guys? Bye, Linda. Off to work. I don't even know why I kept it, but I know now. Oh, I guess this calendar's from 2009, guys. Isn't it beautiful? You same way, Jean? Well, Jean, you're the typo queen. We have to learn how to read all kinds of ways with you. Just saying. Aren't these so cool, lunar, guys? And it's 2009. Thanks for saving it all these years. I love it, Abby. I love it so much. And we're going to use it in the next time we do an art journal page. I'm going to actually stick it in the art journal. Let's do it in this one. This one right here. This art journal. Thanks so much. We will use it the next time we work in this journal. Which again, guys, I want to work in. Whoops. My art journal, some collage coming up. So. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to head out. It's about 1. I don't know if Joycey's streaming or not. I haven't seen. But it's like right at 1 o'clock now, a couple minutes till. So I hope y'all enjoyed just hanging out, doing a little hodgepodge, chit chat, and coloring. And so we got 2 parts up today. And yeah, if you have any quick questions or anything, let me know before we go. Okay, guys. I never know if I can stream on a Friday, guys, until Friday morning. So I can't tell you ahead of time if I stream on Friday. But I always stream, unless it's a special thing. And even when I stream on the occasional Saturday, it's early. I always stream like 8, but somewhere between 8 to 9. I usually start in there. My official stream time is Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern. And I usually stream at least 3, sometimes 6 hours. But I always start at 9 a.m. Eastern. Now, I sometimes come on a little bit early to do pre-chat and just say hi to everybody, but the recordings start at 9. So, thanks, Abby. And thanks so much for that calendar. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Go ahead and put, if y'all want to put anything, I don't know if Joycey's streaming or not, but if you want to put her name in there, go ahead, because when I close links and shut down the chat when I leave. So thanks, Melody, and I hope you're doing well too. Thanks, guys, and good to see you, Suzanne. One of these days, Suzanne, got to get you down here. Just saying, girl. Suzanne lives in Atlanta too, so she's not that far. Well, if you don't consider traffic, it's not that far. So, okay, guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to save this real quick, and we'll talk to you later.